Hey folks, Ariel over here at Finest, where we have a whole bunch of new chickens for a while here. This box of little babies showed up in the mail a few days ago, and when I ordered them a bunch of months ago, I expected we had a reasonable chance of it being fairly warm by the end of June. But of course, it's not. So, their first few days they got to spend in this water tub with the same fake chicken mama that I had made last year for all the different chicks we raised. It worked really well with those feather dusters and such inside. You can go check out the video of how I put that together, but that with a water bottle with boiled water inside to make it nice and warm has seemed to work really well. But since it was so cold outside, I mean, we had snow coming down and ice and sleet, and it got into the teens, I left them in the shop here beside the wood stove for a few days. Burley, as you can see, is very, very curious. Well, not just curious, he's seen chicks before. He loves little chicks. I think if he could get in there and cuddle with them, he would. Otherwise, he spends hours and hours just standing there with his nose in there, sniffing them, letting them pull his whiskers, occasionally licking their little butts, just like he would lick a puppy if they were puppies, not little chickens, and just being very gentle big brother. When he finally wears out from doing that, he likes to lay right beside him, and if I close the shop door and don't let him in with them, he sits right outside it and cries because he wants to be with his baby chicks. He's quite a motherly dog for a boy. Anyhow, this is a batch that we got from Cackle Hatchery. I think they were called their heavy breed assorted special. It's whatever chicks basically that they have left over that day from other people's specific orders. They're all heritage breeds of some kind. They're all some kind of heavy breed that should make a reasonably decent meat bird in the future. This is pretty much what we did last year, but they don't keep any record of, sex or what exact chicks you get. There I gave them a few of our fresh alfalfa sprouts that we had growing on the windowsill since it was so chilly to be outside. That way they'd have something green to start pecking at. And then on day 3, we finally got a little warmer day and could get him outside for a second. Burley is such a good big brother dog. He just wants to cuddle these little chicks, and he gives their little butts little gentle licks like you would with a puppy. Not sure, since a mama chicken doesn't have a big tongue to lick her chicks, I'm not sure what they think of that, but they've been seeing him since their first day here. So they seem to be pretty used to him, and they're all inquisitive, and they come up and peck his little nose, and he licks them back, and he's been very gentle. He's a good big brother. Anyway, these guys have now been here. This is their 3rd day. I was hoping when I got them in June that it would be warm outside, but instead we've had those, freezes down into the teens. It didn't even warm up very much during the day. It is finally warm out there today, actually too hot, so we're about to get them outside. They would have been out there probably day 1. I would have let them just recuperate from their travels through the mail in here, but by day 2 they would have been outside had it not been so cold yesterday. But we're going to take them out there and put them in the playpen for the day. We'll check on the temps tonight. They'll probably be back in here beside the wood stove in the shop tonight, but they are going to head outside for the day and get fresh air and sunshine and a chance to actually peck around in real grass and dirt. So we're going to just put them back in their shipping box here. This is what I did last time to let them, to move them. It's pretty handy. And they all panic, but they're tiny. Beep beep, I'm a lazy boy. Oh, beep beep. I need to stay there. It's pretty easy to just grab a little handful of them gently. A little bit. They like to squirm out of my hands as well. I know those. Oh, and you can jump out already. I wondered. Okay. Maybe we need a deeper box. You guys are pretty active. Beep beep, baby. I know, you're all hiding in the corner away from me. a couple who are inside here cuddling in their fake chicken mama. Move your head, babe. I know, you want to smell everything. I know. It'll be fun to try to figure out what all breeds we actually have here. I'm pretty sure that the little buff colored ones are buff Orpingtons, because there's not many other breeds that fit that description that look that color as chicks, and we did have quite a few of those last year. So I'm fairly certain that those are what about half of them are. The rest, as you watch them here, you'll see that we've got some, pale yellow ones that seem to have like a totally white wing, and then some pale yellow ones that have a little bit of color starting in their wing, and a few of them have a little spot of color kind of on top of their head. So I think we've got 3 different varieties here, but I don't know for sure. These are from Cackle Hatchery. That's who we've ordered from in the past, and I've always been happy with so far with all the chicks they sent us. So it would have to be some breed that they stock and sell, but we're very open to anybody's guesses as to what all kinds of chicks we've got here. These guys are going to grow up kind of like we did with Mama Blackie and her babies, with the protection of the chicken tractors till they get a little bigger, and then they should be able to just run with the rest of the flock all summer long. It was interesting. Blackie is such a good mama. When I first put them outside and she could hear them, she came racing over to see if she had lost one of her babies, and she kind of checked on them and walked through them, and because she could hear other chicks. And she did a little bit of picking up and dropping food, to kind of show them what to do. But then she seemed to look around and realize, no, none of you all are my babies. My babies are back where I just left them. And after checking on these guys a few times, she then kind of went to ignoring them. Anyway, it's been interesting to watch another whole bunch of little tiny chicks running around the property. And if you come back for one of the next videos, I've got an update coming on some more new life that I'm hoping we're going to have here shortly. Anyhow, I thought you guys would like to see this crowd of little chicks, and give me your guesses down below on what breeds of chickens we've got in this mix. It'd be fun to know.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Come back next time for more adventures.
Thanks for watching.